Okay, so hi everybody. Welcome.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Is there not a saying, silence is golden?
Yeah. Amen. Amen to that. When you have kids, that's amazing.
Yeah. Well, anyways, yes. Thank you, Tonya. Welcome everybody to the last RAC training today. We do have a call next Wednesday. That call is going to be congratulations and confirming everybody that's made it onto the celebratory dinner and whoever's won the prizes. So we just want to, but today we're going to be doing a wrap up of all of the trainings. So we've got several of us that have ranked that are going to be just talking today for a couple of minutes each, just to say what the difference is, what's helped them, so that everybody can see that it's different for everybody. Okay, and we'll talk about that a little bit. So it's a bit of a wrap up. But we just wanted to congratulate Marius for the challenge last week was to initiate the most business conversations. And he achieved 12 last week. So well done to Marius. That's really good. Really, really good. So yeah, congratulations. So if you let me know what book it is that you would like to have out of the Essential Life or the Modern Essentials book, then I will send that to you. Okay. So yes, so over to the training. So we would just like to introduce, well, all of you know my mum, Becky, but mum would like to come on and just say a couple of words about the program and.
Yeah, I would. I'm hearing amazing things about how all you've been doing, and how I'm just seeing how many enrollments you've all been having is just incredible. I go on there and I'm like, whoa, what is going on there? So, just absolutely fantastic effort, fantastic, going forward to different rankings, and it's just really, really exciting what you are all doing in the UK. You're just absolutely setting the kind of standard for everybody, I think. Just absolutely incredible, and I'm just so proud, and this leg of mine is just like is the best in the world. But yeah, so thank you all so much for all your effort and everything you've achieved. I think you're all amazing.
Thank you, Mum.
I wouldn't all be here without you, so thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, enough of that. Okay, so we've got Mari, are you on?
I am. I'm here. Yeah, I've even done my hair for you.
It looks amazing. So Mari achieved silver, and she achieved silver. She's achieved silver every month of the Rank Advancement Club. But Mari, you were a little bit stuck before you joined the club, weren't you? And I just wanted Mari to just share her journey a little bit, and if you don't mind doing that, Mari, that would be okay.
Yeah, no, okay, absolutely. So, hi everybody. If you don't know me, as Nathan and Rebecca said, my name's Mari Taylor, and I joined doTERRA after trying to ignore it last August, and kind of hung around. I think the elite space. I was very lucky. I had a few people come on board with me straight away. And we all decided that we were going to do it all very organically. We didn't want to be focused. This wasn't about making money. It was just about sharing these beautiful oils. And that was the thing for me, that all of a sudden, because my background is nutritional therapy, and I run fitness classes, and I was into raw vegan chefing and so on and so forth, that all of a sudden the oils just brought another layer to my toolbox, and I just wanted to share that. And I also, probably like a lot of people in this group, the oils came into my life. I didn't go looking for them, and therefore I had other things planned in my diary. I had other events going on, And I knew that the attention they needed to build a business, I just didn't have. So I kind of just plodded along, just enjoyed, shared, and really, for myself, spent a lot of time understanding the oils. Because a bit like they say at the beginning, you've got to really know and love the product. And so I went out and I invited a lot of friends and people to share, not from the purpose of selling or from coming on board, but I wanted feedback. I wanted my own anecdotal stories. I didn't have experience of oils before, really, other than, they smelled a bit nice. So I went out to a wide range of people and asked
Someone's going to wake up.
Oh, someone's waking up. I wanted them to experience the oils so that I could then share those stories as well. And that then gave me more and more confidence to actually go out and share the oils. Then I also realised that I had 3 key events in my diary in May of this year. So I was talking at an event. I was going to, obviously, conference in Amsterdam, and I was also going to a retreat at the end of May. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to keep going and see what happens with the view to go really live in May. And then really fortuitously, the RAC Club came along. And I think what the RAC Club's given to me, which I hope this is what's inspired me, is some real key focus. So rather than just being organic and a bit namby-pamby and, oh, it doesn't matter and all the rest of it, all of a sudden for the first time, I was sitting down and planning and looking at my figures and really giving my business, because this is what it is at the end of the day, even though it's the most lovely, holistic, gorgeous business, some real focus. And all of a sudden I understood what it was. Rochelle had been very quietly trying to, say to me about, oh, have you looked at this? And why did you place that person there? And again, I realized it was a huge mind shift change, that she wasn't interfering, she wasn't stopping me being me, but actually just that little bit of extra knowledge what the person above you has, they can share with you and share to you to your advantage, if only you'd get out of your own way, recognise where you are in your own personal development, and actually listen to what it is they've got to say. May was an amazing month for me because I just gave it 110%. And, I managed to get 17 sign-ups, and the people working around me did really well as well. And that really laid a huge foundation for me. But I think the biggest thing for me, the biggest change has been, I've had to write it sort of down, is having a plan, monitoring my numbers literally every day. Every morning I look at what my overall volume is. I have a quick look at what's going on in the branch of my tree. Every night I have a quick look. So I'm sort of going to bed with that intent and understanding of where I am in the world, and then just sort of pulling the strings and putting things out in the universe. May killed me, I'll be really honest. That was such hard work. I don't know how that wasn't sustainable for me. I've got a big project I need to deliver in the next 6 weeks, but I've never taken my eye off the focus. I look every day. I look at what's coming up. I've completely, as I'm sure most of us did, maximised on the BOGOs, but also was very strategic about where I was placing the volume, which has paid off beautifully for some of the people that are working with me, and thanks to their hard work as well. But I think the other thing that's really important is I've stayed really true to my intent. And my intent is I just want to get out there and share these oils. So I found lots of different ways to do that. So I sell the lava bracelets with free samples of oils, and that's been a way to get oils into people's lives. I'm constantly listening to podcasts and other ways on how to market, how to network, how to sell. So I'm really focusing on my mindset rather than the product, because I think most of us would probably agree it's us that gets in the way of the oils rather than the oils being the issue when we're coming to sharing them with other people. So that's really what's been the big change for me. It was having a focus, having a plan, and monitoring. And if some of the people who knew me when I used to work in the corporate world, they would not, this has just awakened this whole new business understanding that I've never ever been motivated by in any shape or form before. And I think it's because I've got a product, I've got amazing people that I work with, and I just love what I get to do every day. And I just wish everything else would get out of the way so that I could really give this, again, my undivided attention. So that's me. That's the difference I made. Very clear, set my intent, stay true to myself, and monitor, because as they say, what gets measured gets done, and put a lot of faith out in the universe.
Brilliant, Mari.
Perfect.
Well done. And thank you for being inspiring as well.
Can I just say real quick, because I think a key thing, you said lots of key things there, Mari, so thank you. And one thing that I picked up on was, you went for it in May, you just went all out, and like you said, it's not sustainable to keep up that kind of pace, but because you did that, you laid that solid foundation, then it kind of builds for you, in a way. You need to obviously keep consistently doing it, but if you sometimes have the energy to just go for it, it takes your business to the next level, and then you can kind of consistently tick on again until the next boom.
Absolutely. And I think that's definitely that huge influx, and then it's a bit like, then you've got to look after those people, and if you look after them, then it really does build underneath with, without going, oh, aren't I wonderful. I've only enrolled a couple of people the following months, but because I've looked after the people under me and started to put those really deep roots down that keep going out and far reaching, then the volumes kept coming up, which has allowed me and myself and other people to keep ranking and moving forwards.
Brilliant. Perfect.
Thank you, Mari.
Thanks,
You're
Mari.
welcome.
Do we have Anna on?
We do. I've seen Anna.
Are you there, Anna?
Hello, here I am.
Hello, Anna. So,
Hi.
just Anna is going to rank at silver this month. So congratulations, Anna. So we'd just love to hear what made the difference for you.
Yeah, hi everyone. So I'd say at the start of the RAC training, I was a kind of on and off premier, had been since I think maybe December last year. And there's definitely been quite a few things over the RAC training I think have just made a difference, and there are lots of little things. And I totally agree with Mari that one of the big ones is focus, and it's focusing on all those little things that make a big difference when you actually do give them a bit of time and thought. So yeah, I've made a couple of notes about what I think the main ones for me were. Definitely the planning for sure, and that's how we started the RAC club, wasn't it? So it was really planning for the 3 months ahead and making sure I had classes, and I'd been doing that, but I was just sort of flinging dates in my diary before, and then quite often we'd get to that date and I only had 1 or 2 people coming, so that wasn't working so well. Whereas this time I'd really planned, and when I didn't have enough of my own people, I was like, right, I need to make that class a hosted class. So I'm much more focused on getting other people, inviting other people to host classes, which made a massive difference, because they were people that were just falling in love with the oils themselves, weren't necessarily thinking about doing the business, but were really into, when I asked them, really up for hosting a class with their friends and family. And then that's immediately their lovely warm market. So those classes were really successful, and that made a big difference. The feeling the fear one, the training, I think made a difference for me as well. It happened to fall at a time when I was just about to do a small health-based show, and there was an opportunity to have a 10-minute speaking slot on stage, which I probably never would have done if before Kathy's little prep talk on the RAC. And so that made me think, no, come on, I've got to do it. And I did, and I was really nervous. But it felt really good to have done that. I faced my fear and done it anyway. But B, that led to someone at that show who heard that, coming over and saying that she'd like to, asking more about it and saying she'd like to host a class. And she did that the next month, and it had, I think, 12 people attending, and about 8 of those enrolled, mostly with Home Essentials kits. And she's hosting another class next month. So, you know, that again, if I hadn't have done that, that probably wouldn't have happened. I've got much better about talking about the business opportunity in my classes. That was something I didn't feel comfortable with before, so I'd kind of just ignore it and just talk about the oils, which I felt really confident in doing. So that again has made a big difference, because people now know that there is a business opportunity, and I've been pleasantly surprised at how comfortable I've got with that and how people respond to it quite positively. And yeah, so I'm getting many more people saying that they're interested in the business, which obviously makes a difference. And prep is a massive one. So really focusing on making sure that everyone's coming to my classes has had a sample. And it is time consuming. That's taking up a lot of my time now. But it makes a difference. So when people come to the class, I'm getting more enrolments. Because, you know, as we've said, if people have already had a really positive experience, they're kind of already sold, and they just come to the class to work out what they want, not if they want. So that's been a big one. And then supporting the team, because that's obviously makes a huge difference. I've now got, you know, a few people who are doing this with me, and I couldn't have got to silver without them doing that. So that's a really important one too, and it's made a big difference. I think before my volume has more than doubled since the first month of RAC to this month.
Wow.
Yeah, which is massive. Mm-hmm. And my uni level payments, I just checked for June. I don't know them for July yet, but for June was triple what it was in April. So you just start seeing it grow, and yeah, I'm enjoying it, and yeah, super exciting to hit silver.
Oh, well done, Anna.
Brilliant. I was going to say, yeah. So, you know, some of the key things you said there, like progression. I think, you know, we can be hard on ourselves and wanting to be good at all of it at the beginning. And I think people can get like disheartened and stuff, like with you as a business, sharing the business. You know, that was similar to me, as you know, you all know my story too. And it does, you know, be kind to yourself. Just keep doing what you feel comfortable and push yourself bit by bit. And then it's amazing what evolves, and that's great to hear that now you're so comfortable about talking about the business, because that's brilliant. And then planting seeds, like you don't know what's going to come. So that was amazing that you did that presentation, then you got those 8, you know, enrollments. You just never know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's brilliant. Cool. Thanks, Anna.
Well done, Anna. Lindsay, you're on.
Hiya.
Hey, Lindsay. So Lindsay's going to hit gold this month, everybody. So congratulations to Lindsay. So Linz, over to you. What has made the difference?
Quite a few things actually. So the biggest things, so I'm trying to focus on what have been the biggest changes. So just so that you know, I was silver for about a year, which is a brilliant rank to be at, but very frustrating to stay at for a whole year. And so it's changed really in the last few months. And I think Diamond Club and RAC have been 2 of those contributing factors, and both of them work in a very similar way. As Mari said, and as Anna said, to focus your mind, to focus on what matters. And I know Nathan's been saying this for, 2 years pretty much. Only actually Becky said it before Nathan even started saying, is that a money-making activity? If it's not, then stop doing it. So it was really focusing on the things that have an impact. And I think that's been the biggest thing is because I've been one of the big changes for us is that my husband's now working with us, which also means with me, which means he's no longer bringing in another income, and that definitely focuses the mind, doesn't it? So that's been quite a big factor. And I think it's just had this determination to actually move forwards. And I think a lot of you, I know Becky and Nathan certainly had this determination to make this work. And it is a real mindset change that, this is going to work. And if we can really think, well, actually, this does work for thousands of people. So it's really the only thing that doesn't make it work is ourselves. So if we can do the things that we're meant to be doing, then that's what will make it work. So I think I've had this, maybe, I don't know whether it's a determination or a desperation, I'm not sure, but definitely this really strong desire for this to move forwards. and focusing on the key activities like the sampling. I remember a conversation with Becky at very early days saying, I don't really want to talk to my friends about this. No, I don't really want to either. Let's not do that. All right, let's not do that. And we promptly decided not to and moved very slowly. And then Becky clearly left me behind and said, actually, I'm going to talk to my friends about it. I continued not to really do it. And I think I have done that because that is the most valuable thing, is that they care about what's happened to us. They care about what the impact the oils are having on us. I've shared my experience that's very personal to me, lots more. And I think that's had a really big impact because it allows people to see that these oils are amazing for small things, but they're also amazing for big things. And I think that's had a really big, I don't know why I'm getting all I think that's had a really big impact, is that, you know, this is a big deal to me personally and to my family, and I want to share it. Of course, we want to build a business, we want this to be an income, but I want to share this. And I think everyone's the same, is that we want to share this for the impact that we're having on the people around us. And I think that comes through when you have that passion for the oils, is not to kind of apologise for that passion and not to be shy about it. Actually, they're amazing, and what they can do is absolutely incredible. The third thing would be planning, as has already been said, and supporting my team to plan. I mean, my team have been amazing at possibly a transition between me kind of going fairly like to kind of absolutely right, we are doing this and let's do this together. I think I've got some brilliant people I'm working with, and that's one of the things that RAC did, is I think it opens up the window to see so many more incredible people that we're working with, regardless of whether they're on our team or not. And I think that's been one of the biggest benefits I found for my team, is to link up with all of you guys and feel part of this family a little bit more. So that, I think, would be the biggest impact. But I think the planning, effective sampling has had the hugest impact for me, is that I'm just trying to sample as much as I can. And that has turned into many, many more enrolments, compared to just kind of going, yeah, just come to a class. And so, yeah, I knew sampling was important, but I think that the impact that it has on on the rate of enrolment is huge. And also asking for referrals has had a big impact as well. So I know that's quite a few things, but I think the bottom line is, that circle with all the key business and money making activities, that's pretty much the bottom line, is those ones, and not spending too long on the other things.
Ribbons. Yeah. Ribbons, Mari. Yeah. I said ribbons.
I do still use the organza bags in my sample.
Ribbons are working for me.
Ribbons working. Lindsay has all the best presentational stuff. I used to send her stuff from the beginning, it's like Word documents, and then it's like, oh, come on.
Right bags.
You're good. Lynn, thank you. You know what, desire, like what you said there about desire, you know, and there's different ways of, you know, there's different tips from different people, isn't there? And yes, they all really help. But I do think the bottom line is desire. You know, if you have that hunger, if you have the desire, you know, you really need to make the business work, and also you have that passion for the oils, I think then you're just unstoppable. You know, we've seen it with you, Lynn, like it just ignites something, and you can't teach that. It's something that's got to come from within. But yeah, I agree. So well done. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Well done, Lindsay. And lastly, we would just like to hear from Elizabeth. So are you there, Elizabeth?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, brilliant. So yeah, so Elizabeth, you've hit elite every month, haven't you, of the RAC club?
Yes, I've hit elite. I started off, I think, at executive, and I hit elite straight away, and I'm hopefully on track to hit premier at the end of this month.
You're very close, aren't you? So
yeah.
What's made the difference for you, Elizabeth?
Okay, well, I had a really good think about this, and I don't think there's any one thing in particular. because quite a lot of things have come together around this same time. And I think the very first thing was going to Amsterdam for me. I found that hugely inspiring and motivating, and hearing all those other people's stories, you know, about how much doTERRA has changed their lives, and how much, you know, how motivated a lot of the people that are doing well have been, and how they've gone about it. And I came back from Amsterdam feeling, you know, very inspired myself, and really wanting to do something myself, but not really knowing how to do it. So I think this is why RAC for me just came at the right time. I was ready to do something, but didn't really know what to do. So for me, I'm a very visual person. I like to see things written down, and you can talk to me, you know, but I still don't always understand things until I see it written. So for me, one of the light bulb moments was seeing Nathan's slide on the processes that we need to follow to actually do well in this, you know, the money making activities. So actually doing the sampling and then going to the next box and doing the next box, that was like a light bulb moment, because I was doing all of that stuff before, but it was a little bit ad hoc and a bit random, and I didn't always know what to do next. So that slide for me was really, really good, and it just showed me the way to go. I think also going back to the beginning and writing out my 100 friends, that was really, really good for me, because I had all of that in my head before, and I kind of, you know, didn't feel that I needed to write it down. But again, being this visual person, seeing all of those people that I have from going back many, many years, all of the contacts that potentially could be interested in this. And it was the scoring part of it, again, that really helped me, actually scoring these people to see who probably had more potential than other people, and then focusing on who I was going to approach helped me quite a lot. I've been doing this for about 6 months now, and when I first started, my background is that I'm a pharmacist, so I kind of feel like I've crossed over a little bit onto the dark side by, you know, embracing natural therapies, and I felt I didn't have a lot of confidence. I certainly didn't have any confidence in speaking to my work colleagues about this, because, you know, we kind of sneer at people that don't use evidence in, you know, practicing medicine. And so I didn't have any confidence in speaking to any of my colleagues at work. And that is something that now has changed for me. I've got experience. I've got so much more confidence because I've seen things working. You know, there is some evidence out there. It's not as if there's no evidence. So, you know, if people come to me and they say, well, you know, there's no evidence, this is voodoo stuff, I can say, well, actually, do you know what? There is a little bit of evidence, and I can quote some of the evidence. So that for me has actually been really helpful as well, because this is how the people that I'm surrounded with, a lot of them think like this. So I have to kind of, you know, try and work out what it is they need to hear to be able to understand what I'm doing, and to also, you know, embrace some of this themselves. And I have got a couple of pharmacy friends now that have bought oils from me, not a lot, but a few. And I've decided now, after all of this confidence that I now have, that I'm going to rebrand myself. I'm actually going to brand myself as a pharmacist that loves essential oils, and that is a massive step for me.
That's a big deal.
I'm really excited about it. And I think, you know, it's true to say that success breeds success with this. I have so much more confidence that I just didn't have at the beginning, and I'm ready now to kind of relaunch myself and hopefully, you know, get some more people similar to me on board. And I think the final thing on my list of what's made a difference is having this massive supportive team. Now, I'm under Mari Taylor, and as we've all heard, Mari has done brilliantly. She's really focused, and I think me looking at her, seeing what she's done, seeing how successful she's been, speaking to her. Mari and I have now started speaking much more regularly, and I think, again, you know, just that it's infectious. So her enthusiasm and her motivation has also infected me and helped me. So I just want to say thank you to Mari, and thank you to everybody else in the team, and my sponsor and my mentor and everybody that's helped, because it has really made a big difference for me.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Elizabeth. You've done amazing.
You have done. I think that's so exciting. You're going to come out as the essential oil pharmacist. It's brilliant. And, you know, like Lindsay said as well, and you said, you know, we don't need to be ashamed of these. You know, they're amazing and they really do work, and it's quite a stand for you, I know. So well done. And that's brilliant. And you'll touch people that we won't be able to touch because of your, you know, background. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So just to wrap up the RAC club, what I really wanted to show you with the 4 guys we've got on there, there's lots of you that have ranked, and there's you know, lots of you that haven't, and I don't want you to feel like you haven't achieved something, because lots of you have achieved little things along the way and broken down barriers. You know, I've spoke to lots of you and you're all achieving. So don't miss out on your momentum, because you can still rank next month or the month after. The RAC Club isn't the be all and end all. It's literally, the main thing I think was the RAC Club. It's a focus. It's to help focus the energy. But, you know, we can all rank next month and the month after. So keep up the momentum that we're building from the RAC Club. And, you know, don't just stop because we've ended it. You know, that's not the point of this. We're still doing doTERRA. And we will be doing the RAC Club again. For everyone to join in again. But what we've learned, I think also the key thing is there is no magic sauce to this business. You know, everybody has ranked in different ways, and they've had different blocks, and they've got over different things, and they've needed different things. The key thing is really steady and consistent, and what we're hearing from most people is focusing on what's important. And you know, and talking to your upline and getting where you need to, you know, trying to work out where you need to change and focus your efforts on. So just a massive congratulations to everybody. Really enjoyed being part of this. We have the celebratory dinner. So, you know, we've still got a couple more days, 5 more days. So there's some of you that are very close to ranking. 5 more days, guys, you can do this. And then the celebratory dinner is going to be at a lovely restaurant called The Willow in Kingston. It's on the 7th, isn't it? 7th?
Monday the 7th.
Yeah, I'm really sorry I can't be there. I'd love to be there, but I'm in Prague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Monday the 7th of August, we'll be sending out. So if you can come on to the call next Wednesday. So whether you ranked or not, we're going to be just celebrating everybody that ranked. So it'd be lovely if everyone came on that call, just so that we can say big, massive congratulations to everybody that ranked. And we'll give you the details for the dinner. So thank you, everybody. Does anyone have any questions or any comments they'd like to make?